This is my EJ9 Honda Civic, and as much as I love the car, I'm not a big lover of how it sounds at the moment. At the moment, the exhaust system consists of a 4-to-1 manifold into a standard catalytic converter with a resonator on the mid-pipe, all the way back to a back box removal, or as the cool kids are calling them, a back box delete. Now, the previous owner said the reason he did the back box delete was because he had fitment issues, and I've got a theory with this. As you can see, the EJ9s never came with a rear anti-roll bar, so he's fitted an aftermarket one, well, from a DC2 Integra. I have a sneaking suspicion that is upside down. So as well as fitting an eBay exhaust today, that's the main theme of this video, we are going to have to do some detective work, because what I want to do is flip that anti-roll bar and make sure this eBay one fits. But first of all, actually, let's take a look at what the eBay one looks like. So this is branded a Gravity exhaust system. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe their cheaper range, which is what I've got now, is basically an eBay one that each company takes their own brand and just puts their label on it. The style I've gone for, everyone in the early 2000s anyway would get these Civics, put massive 4 or 5 inch Jap cans on. I'm not 17 anymore, so I can't really get away with that. So the beauty of this one is it is a Spoon N1 replica, which I have thought even today is quite a slick design. It sits in the bumper nice and just doesn't look overly obnoxious. So the main thing I want, the car is pretty loud at the moment. It sounds a bit too Ricer Civic for me, I will admit. So what I'm hoping, I only want this bit, really. So I want to put this on, see if it quietens down, because in theory, putting another box on just should take the rasp off. I know that 4-to-1 manifold's not helping, because I think if I just put that on, obviously that's going to make it even louder again. But I think for you guys, I will put it on just out of sheer curiosity and go full eBay spec. But let's get it open. So this then joins onto the back box by the look of it. So again, pretty standard stuff. If you've ever had an eBay exhaust, which I've had a few, I gotta admit. Pretty, I know, surprising, I know. But the finish on them always looks pretty. Granted, it doesn't last long because as soon as they get hot, stainless does change colour. But one thing I do like, for some reason, these come with little spacers. That's the only thing I think they could be is spacers. Which we'll get into and have a look at. It's a nice touch that they've got that. And you do have a resonator on the central one, so it's not going to be biblically loud, thank God. Even if we do choose to run the full system. That ruffling's probably quite annoying for you guys. Right. Yeah, so we've got the central resonator there. I mean, it is what it is. Until you, obviously the most important thing with any exhaust is the fitment and how it sits in the bumper, because I got a weird OCD with exhausts that don't sit center. What I have just noticed, which I was worried about. Oh, wow. Okay. Gaskets are a very nice touch. I don't know the quality of them. Obviously, they're going to be eBay ones, but we've got some zinc coated bolts. That's a nice touch. Okay, I'm a little bit excited now. I'll show you. I want to explain what I meant with the roll bar, because we can't do anything until we do that anyway. So there's a better view. The roll bar there. Like I said, I might be completely wrong, but what we're going to do is take it off, see if it will flip upside down, because the mounting points look exactly the same, but that is just gone completely over it. And I have seen photos of the roll bar the other way. Either way, we're going to give it a go, but I am really excited now because I've always loved this style of exhaust, and I just hope, never thought I'd say this, but I hope it is a bit quieter. So the beauty of this being a Civic, one of the many reasons I love Hondas, to get the roll bar off, it's literally two bolts holding the D-bush, and then we got a bolt holding the drop link on, so nothing too complicated. One thing I have just noticed, because this is a DIY special exhaust, he's only used one exhaust hanger. So maybe in trouble. Might have to get the cable ties out for now. I have loosened the other side as well, so that is your anti-roll bar. So I'm literally can't get nulled. We're going to flip this like this and see if my theory is correct. I really hope it is, because otherwise you probably won't be seeing this section of the video. I think we're on to a winner, guys. Let's not speak too soon. Right, so what I want to do first of all is replace the back box, because like I said, I do want to quieten this down. I've never seen a setup like that before. That's really weird. It looks like these long bolts put tension on the connectors, which is pretty cool. I don't know what I'm just going to undo it all and see what happens. All right, so I've done the tension bolts, and I've just snapped that one. But that's gotta come off. So it looks like we gotta get a new C-clamp. Or U-clamp even. Yeah, come on. I still don't... Is that sleeve on there? I still don't know, guys. I still don't know. Right. So it's like half hour later. We've had to adapt and overcome. Because... Oh, crap. If you come closer, you'll see the standard back box ends around here. It looks like the previous owner has just welded everything. So unfortunately, my plan of just running the back box to make it quieter looks like that in the pooper because it's all one piece. So I'm just hoping and praying that it fits because it looks like he's done some adaptation to the front and put a pipe in to make it longer. So why isn't anything simple? I'm so done with cars. Obviously, wouldn't be a YouTube video without starting it. So 4-to-1 manifold into a standard cat. The engine is still warm.
Keep it like this.
This is what they look like side by side. I will double check the diameter of that. It does look a bit bigger than factory, so it will unlock 0.3 horsepower, no doubt. Shape looks good. Getting towards the end here, this is without the spacer. Obviously this one was tucked under, so we might need to use our spacer just to jolt it out a bit, but it's good that we've got that option if we need. So let's get it on. Right folks, update time. I've put the exhaust on. I didn't film at all because there was just a lot of swearing, which I probably couldn't put on YouTube anyway. It is on for now. We are going to have to get a few hangers just to get it to sit where I want. The fitment is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's pushing up, that's on an exhaust hanger there. But ironically needs a hanger to push it down, not pull it up. So all that is buying one of those universal rubbers that you can cut down. But what we're going to do now is get the first start up, genuine first start up. If you want to start it up for me so I can... Yeah. It is catching against the bumper, which is annoying. But the tone, so far, we'll let it heat up a bit. It's really not as bad. I think because I've still got the cat on there. Every eBay exhaust I've ever put on has had terrible rasp. Okay, that's kind of exactly what I wanted. The main test is going to be now out on the roads. So I haven't explained why we're doing it. The main reason we're doing this, if you haven't seen on the Facebook page, we have confirmed our next trip to the Nurburgring. We actually took this to the Nurburgring last time, and although it didn't drone at motorway speeds, it was loud. The rasp used to come through the cabin. Like I said, it didn't drone, but you could hear it was there. I wanted something a bit quieter, a bit smoother. So if that's the case now, I am very happy because I am loving, I've always loved the spoon end one. I love that style, as I was saying to Georgia. A lot of people, when they see Civics, especially loud Civics, you get a 4-inch Jap can hanging off the back. I just didn't want that look. I want to go for like a nice clean look, as you can see here. Let's take it out on the road, shall we? It is loud. Is it as loud as I thought it was going to be? In all honesty, not. It's got a lot of the bass, and yes, it does drone a little bit. I haven't actually got up to motorway speeds yet, but even driving around now, you touch the throttle, it does drone. It's not unbearable, but it brings out the teenager in you. A couple of times I've just blipped the throttle down just to give us some, but driving it around, it's not unbearable. It's not as intrusive as I thought. The great thing is it does let off few little pops and burbles, nothing too asbo, but some very little some nice bassy little pops, and the 17-year-old me would be all over this. If I was driving it daily, I imagine it might get quite annoying, but driving it quick, it does feel a bit more blippy, a bit more responsive, whether that's psychological, I don't know. Oh, see, little pops. Wow, okay. Wow, it doesn't sound like your typical Civic. Wow, I really like the sound on this. Because we are taking this car to the Nurburgring, we are going to be doing a lot of miles in this, so I do want to minimize the drone. Even though, as I said, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, I have been doing some shopping to hopefully help us out. So, first of all, to tackle the rattling issue, which is driving me nuts because it is touching the lip just there, and it's done a very kind job of ripping my paint off of me. Like I said, this car does need paint anyway, luckily. But what I've got here are universal polyurethane exhaust mounts, so they are a lot stiffer than rubber. And the beauty of these is you can actually cut them down to size, so I'm hoping it'll be enough to sort of push it down off the lip. More importantly, this is the part I'm really excited about and nervous. If it works, fantastic. This is an exhaust baffle. We did prove in the S2000 dyno video that these things absolutely sap power, even from NA powered cars, but my plan is to use it when we're on the motorway, when we're on the ring, on the way to the ring. This should hopefully just get rid of the drone, so at that point I don't care if it loses power. But the main thing is, this again is universal, bought off eBay. So the main thing is to see if it fits in. So let's get rid of that screw first. Please fit. Oh, it's looking good. Yes! Yes! Right, now first of all, yes, I know they look very goofy. What I might do is just paint that black just to make it blend in a bit more. But like I said, this is function. This is all about function. And then all you've got to do, because it is a universal thing, all you need to do is drill a hole somewhere along the tailpipe. And the beauty is it goes in quite far, so... Yes, I have got to drill into my new exhaust, which I hate doing. Okay, bye. But yeah, it is literally drilling a hole, mounting it, and we'll see if it makes a difference. Okay, this took way longer than I thought it would. I heard drilling through stainless was time consuming, but wow. Make sure you have your girlfriend there to take over. So thanks to George's patience and persistence, the hole is drilled. I've just slotted it in there, so it does fit. Now the awkward part is getting there. I think it's lined up. Actually, I think we might be lucky. It is literally... Oh, that was very satisfying. And as goofy as these baffles look, I don't know if I've done it wrong by putting it back as far as I can, but I'm just thinking, you know, for a normal person, if you're looking at it from here, it still looks okay. Again, the main question is, how does it sound out on the road? That's incredible. Straight away, it's nowhere near as bassy as it was, so the drone, you can still hear the exhaust clearly, but it just gets rid of that, of the bass. That's insane. That is incredible. I am well happy with that. Obviously the main test will be when we get on to motorway speeds up to sort of 60, 70 mile an hour. But straight away, wow. I'm sat at around 70 mile an hour, which is where we'll be spending most of our time, and even a little bit higher. I cannot believe how much of a difference that little baffle makes. The exhaust is still loud, you can probably still hear it through there, but the drone has almost completely gone, and I am so buzzing. And for anyone who's bought an eBay exhaust that thinks it's too droney, there's too much, I highly recommend you buy one of these insert baffles. All it takes is for you to drill one hole. I am absolutely blown away. I mean, you can still hear it, you can still have fun, but George and I have both agreed now this is going to be a lot more bearable than we thought when we do actually go to the ring. So I think we'll wrap it up there. We have got a lot of prep work to do on the Civic before we go to the ring, so we will keep you updated with that. But for now, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next one. Did I just give some sound advice?